we may be getting to the final stages of the 1.21 update, because in this week's snapshot, they added advancements, which is very relevant for me with the Hardcore All Advancements series that I have going on. One of these advancements may pose a health risk in Hardcore, but we'll get to that. Make sure to like the video for health risks, and first things first, the Cartographer's gotten updated. Now when it reaches Journeyman, it can have the ability to trade for a trial chamber map. Now, I say it can, because it's not always guaranteed, and you ignore the inflated prices here. I may have had to relocate another cartographer who didn't end up having the trade. So trial chambers are now a little bit rarer, and as such, they decided to add a trade so that you can find the trial chambers. It's right close by. That's very convenient. So, with that trade, we can now, as always, when it comes to the snapshot videos for 1.21, find our way to the trial chamber. You might be a bit upset if you spent those emeralds only to find, you just have to dig down right here, and then into the trial chamber we go. Now, the first of our advancements is very easy. Just enter a trial chamber, and you get Minecraft Trials Edition. See, it's funny because it's like Minecraft having a trial, but it doesn't have a trial. There we go. Finally made my way in. I dug into just like the worst part of the thing. But from there, we have a few more advancements inside the trial chamber. The next advancement is very easy. All you have to do is walk up to a copper bulb and say, hey, can I ask you a question? Can you give me the next advancement? And the copper bulb will reply, of course. Lighten up. They just deoxidize a copper bulb if it wasn't clear. It's very easy. From there, you'll have to go through a few spawners until you get a trial key, but once you have it, just open a vault. Under lock and key is the advancement. Do we get the heavy core? Will we be? That is a bad pull right there from that vault. Not good stuff, man. From there, we get into a little bit more of a tricky one, and your math is going to vary depending upon what weapon you're using, but in our case, if we use a netherite sword, you're going to need to find yourself one of the breezes. We'll just spawn one in here. And with the netherite sword, if you do a crit, a regular hit, another regular hit, and a punch, it'll bring him down to half a heart left. And what you need to do is you need to deflect one of his wind charges, and they only deal half a heart. That's why you want to try to get him down to half a heart first. And there you go. That's blowback. But again, the advancement is to kill the breeze by deflecting its wind charge if it wasn't clear as is. And so that seems like the best way to do it because the wind charges do not deal very much damage at all. I missed! One more. Here we go. Come on! God dang it. If you just kind of spam click, it does seem like the best way. You'll eventually deflect one, and, you know, if it's not in a completely enclosed area, it'll be a little bit more challenging, but you should get it eventually. I guess we'll see how I do when I try this in the All Advancement series, although this isn't the one that I said was going to be a health risk, so let's get to that. All right, so we've looted the trial chamber. We've got ourselves a mace, Zoglin spawn eggs, and wind charges. And in the last snapshot video, a lot of people were speculating, is there going to be a damage cap to how much damage you can do with the mace falling a long distance? And the answer seems to be no, because one of the advancements that's been added is called Overkill, and it's for dealing 50 damage with a mace strike. So in order to do that, you need to fall 20 blocks, appears to be the calculation. So let's take one of our Zoglins that we definitely found in the trial chamber, put it down here. We built up 20 blocks, and this is where I was alluding to things maybe getting a bit dangerous in hardcore. So feather falling 4 and a totem, probably things I'll want to use for this when I actually go for it. Another thing to note though, it doesn't actually have to be a mob that has 50 plus health. Makes things a little bit simpler. It just has to be a strike that would deal 50 plus health. So let's see if we can do this. Advisable to jump, because we do have to fall 20 blocks before we make the strike. And there we go. Overkill. So, hopefully we can do it first try, take no damage, have it nice and clean. But, you know, if you do mess up and you have feather falling 4, it's not actually that big of a deal if we do a jump off here. It should be around 4 hearts, 4.5 hearts. Yeah, so, you know, get a lifeline, even if it fails. I haven't forgotten about the wind charges. We will need those for the next advancement, which will hopefully be fairly straightforward. There we go. First try. Who needs rockets? That definitely wasn't the second take or anything like that. It's use a wind charge to launch yourself upwards of 7 blocks in the air. Finally, we may have the easiest advancement of them all. Just get the resources to make 2 crafters, put the ingredients for the second crafter inside the first crafter, and make a second crafter. Crafters crafting crafters. Be near a crafter when it crafts a crafter. It doesn't sound like a word anymore after all that. That's all the advancements that were added this week. There may be more, because I will be really surprised if we don't have complete dog-a-log as an advancement for taming all the different types of wolves. A couple changes, though, with the heavy core, which may or may not have been fully implemented. I can't tell exactly. It did say in the changelog that heavy cores are supposed to now be preferred to be mined with a pickaxe. But it doesn't seem to make a difference between fist and pickaxe in terms of the speed at which it will drop. So maybe just a bit of an oversight on that one. It also said that they don't burn in lava. So don't do that yet. But they now can be waterlogged. So they do have that going for them. Anyway, that is it for this week's snapshot on top of all the other fancy technical stuff. So thanks for watching. We now know some of the stuff we have to do in the All Advancement series. Make sure to like the videos, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.